If you're not mad, don't go there. Don't go to Lagos if you're not mad. Okay? I'm going to say this again. Lagos is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for those people that are soft. Hi everyone, my name is Veev and welcome to my vlog. On this vlog, we gossip a lot. We talk about, stuff that happens, real life, real stories. No, adding salt and pepper. I just tell you how it is, right? If this is your first time on this channel, I would want you to please subscribe to this channel so you can get interesting content, interesting premium content, okay? If you are here, Igbo you're a gossip, eh? And then that means that you're like me. Subscribe to this channel so that you'll be seeing what to talk about, okay? So on today's episode, I will want to talk about my experience as a core member in Lagos. The reason I'm doing this vlog today is because a lot of people have been chatting me up. Oh, you served in Lagos. Do you know anybody that can walk your lead service to Lagos? Make no mistake. Lagos is a place from the Allah. It's not about knowing someone real. It's about knowing whether you're capable or you're able, to live in Lagos or to go through what you would go through having lived in places like Enugu, Oka, Jos, Benue. Let's say you've lived in cities where life is relatively, or will I say extremely easy, and you now decide that you want to move to Lagos. Okay, it's up to you. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. So I served in Lagos, and I remember clearly my route came to camp. I haven't really lived in Lagos, I have been coming to Lagos, don't get me wrong. So the first day I arrived in camp, I noticed that there was something going on at the gate, like the way they were checking people. If you come in with a very fancy car, they will just search your bag like this. You can go. They will gauge you. This one, who did she come in with? They will search your bag, seize a lot of things. As I got into the camp, I went to get a bed space. Everywhere looked very okay. It was a good experience, don't get me wrong. Then in the coming days, I'm going to tell you something that really shocked, that really got to me while I was in camp. I have never experienced tribalism. So I was born in Kaduna and I had spent most of my years in Igbo, and we had Yoruba neighbors growing up. So even in my secondary school, I had lots of Yoruba friends. My university, I met one or two, Yoruba persons. I didn't understand what tribalism was until I came to Lagos. I have not seen any Igbo person being tribalistic to a Yoruba person in an Igbo land, but it's a very common thing in Lagos. I remember they asked us to write our address. This was when we were about passing out. Or fill this form, write the address where you stayed. So I was staying with my cousin at the time. We had so rest in peace. I felt like it would make a lot of sense if you were going to post me to my place of primary assignment. It should be somewhere around Festa because that's where I was staying at the time. So I wrote the address in Festa, and then when my posting letter came out, what I saw was Ikorodu. First of all, I didn't even know how far Ikorodu was. So, I approached someone, I was like, please, tell me, because where is this Ikorodu place and how far is it from Festa? So every single person I asked, well, it's far, is that where they posted it? So I was like, yes, that's where they posted me to. I said, okay, it's far. Okay, let me see what I can do. So someone was telling me then, so what will happen is you go over to your PPA and then, you ask them to reject you, and then, you come back. I went to my PPA. It was secondary school. So the address they had there was totally different from the new address. So first of all, I went there. Let me even start by telling you, I had not experienced what it was like spending on transport until I made that first trip. So I was going from Yantaja to Ikorodu. You are going to literally spend, as at then, I think I spent about 300 to 400 naira. The first location they gave me, they said it was at Ikorodu Garage. I went to the Ikorodu Garage place. I didn't find the school. They told me they had moved. So these guys moved to Ijede. If you've lived in Lagos, you will know how far Ijede is from the Ikorodu Garage. Let's not even begin to compare or contrast how far it is from Vestac. On getting to the school, the principal was not around. So they said, come back the next day. I was like, who do I even know in this Ikorodu that I can stay with? Let me just go and crash at my friend's place in Ikeja. So I called one of my friends, please, I need somewhere to stay. Let me just pass the night here so I can come back again to Ikorodu and finish off what I started. I was supposed to see one of my friends I had not seen in a very long time. And then I got to Ikeja Under Bridge. So from Ikeja Under Bridge, you can see vehicles going to Ojota and so on and so forth. Then from Ojota, you can start going towards Ikorodu. I was carrying a backpack with my camera and flash. So on getting to Under Bridge, like I didn't know anything about Computer Village. My phone was in my bag and it was off. Do you know that these guys were trying to sell pink lip cream to me? The process of selling pink lip cream, they stole my phone. I found that phone by the grace of God, and it was only God that could do it. Okay? God did it for me. That Lagos that I went to, hey God, it was God that took care of me in that city. The next Monday, I had to go to the school. I didn't have the state coordinator's number anymore. All my contacts, I had lost their numbers because it was a BlackBerry then. There's no such thing as cloud. If you've lost the number, you've lost it. And I was asking them to reject me. They said that why would they reject me? That they need a copper, that what they will pay in the copper is 15K. The person will be teaching social courses. And then they also had Copper's Lodge for the person to stay. And I was like, let me have a look at the Copper's Lodge. I got to the Copper's Lodge and see, first of all, I was afraid that that place was just in the middle of nowhere. A very low budget school. Of course, they want to use core members, so they would really use me, pay me 15K. I will not have a social life. I'll be living far away from all my friends. And they refused to give me a rejection letter. I just went out, sat down on the floor by a tree, and I started crying. Jesus, I was shedding tears and I started praying. I was like, God, I beg. So someone actually saw me out there. I was like, what's going on? And I explained to him, told him I had lost my phone. I just came to Lagos. I feel so destabilized. Everything is not working out the way I wanted it to work out. Everything is not working out according to my plan. He said, you know what? Don't worry, just follow me. Went inside and he was speaking Yoruba to the vice principal. And they typed up a rejection letter for me and gave me and asked me to go. And I left. Meanwhile, I had not seen any other core member show up there. So apparently what I noticed is that the people who are connected in Lagos that bring their children to camp, it's not enough. The working NYSC thing does not stop at getting to camp. Let me tell you where it stops. Because when you get there, you still have to tip someone who would put you in your choice location. Now the systems in this government is completely corrupt. So after I had gotten my rejection letter, I decided to make it back to camp that same day. So stream 2, they were in camp at that time. So like, let me come back to camp and then let me just round this entire thing off and just end this whole thing so that I will not be bothered again. I got into camp. There were some policemen there. So they asked me what I was coming for. I told them I came for SAED, Said. I came for Said. They didn't let me in. While I was waiting at the gates, the parade commander was passing. And he saw me, he was like, Vivian, you're still here? Are you not supposed to be in your PPA? I said, sir, I had an issue with my PPA. I had to reject. They posted me to Korodu. It was like really, I said yes, sir. They posted me to Korodu. So I brought my rejection letter so that I can submit it. And I told him what was going on, that they won't let me in. So apparently the police guys at the gate were waiting for me to give them money first before I entered inside the camp. And then, my parade commander having a bad temper, he started shouting. He was like, what? Please let her in. Allow this girl to go inside. What is wrong with you? And he caused a fight. And the oldest policeman at that gate was like, okay, follow me. Let's go and meet the camp commandant. Apparently, they had already told the woman that I called me, that I did not have the number of this guy, that I called our platoon commander, that he's my boyfriend now, that we're probably sleeping with each other, to come outside the gate and come and harass them.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.